Lecture 74. Desires are a resonance of consciousness with external processes, accelerating evolution. The thirst for things and the love of life lead to the evolution of forms. The desire for new emotions changes the basis of life and develops consciousness. Unfulfilled wishes can come true in other forms of life, for example, food and reproduction. Take the disappearance of threats, for instance. It's a condition for the development of consciousness and an increase in life expectancy. It offers an opportunity to choose the path of evolution, depending on our consciousness. Picture the weak seeking strength, the limited yearning for superpowers, individuals with defects hunting for secret communication techniques. They're not on a quest for knowledge, but for connection. They pay for it, not for training. Huge money was spent on the war. If it had been allocated for development of those countries, they would still have been spent on the war. Because this is a state of consciousness, and militarization is a sign of weakness. Courage, then, is the ability to overcome the instinct of conservation with the instinct of reproduction, overcoming the local equilibrium with the global one. It's the pursuit of the ideal that is the essence of evolution. Creatures fall in love with their own kind and consider them ideal, because under the influence of instinct they don't see shortcomings. People look for God in the opposite sex, their children, and often create idols for themselves. As our consciousness develops, our ego becomes collective and includes everything on which we spend our lives. In a zombie community, there's a contrast between a terrible past and a heavenly future, with stress that suppresses thinking. Ardent adherents are people who don't want to think, who can only become a cog in the machine for the sake of meaning in life. Fear of death is a conservation instinct that keeps consciousness in the shell. The end of life is a barrier to thinking, where emotions overcome logic, and fantasies save you from hopelessness. In summary, the best examples in conversation are your values. For their sake, even painted pictures are believed. Stress gives power to instincts, deprives logic and conviction. Without them, only trust remains as a saving bridge from harsh reality. People look for God, don't find it, imagine it and disappear into obscurity. People afraid of the future, living in the past. Their fears are often mistaken for prophecies and repeating history. From the flow of ideas, something is sure to come true. In vague phrases you can see anything, but not every child loves children's games. Not every adult believes in children's fairy tales.